Welcome to the second part of the India South Africa post match analysis. As Rama said in the first part, I will link the first part here. We are going to do it differently this time, and the breaking point will be our second part of the episode. Uh, for the breaking point of the India South Africa game.
இது வந்து boycott had this comment about even Robin Singh. He's a very average bowler and he's a better bowler than batsman. That, in my opinion,
But
I know
they will not. No, they will not change the template. We will play the
Virat.
wrong-footed in-swing bowler
Yeah. இல்ல, not before the game. நான் சொல்றது வந்து during
in
you
the
pick
game.
everybody. So now going to the breaking point.
Breaking point.
I'll let you kick it off by saying what you thought were the critical junctures of the game.
Tug. Rohit was a tug. Okay, in the first 6 overs, I think Kunjo Janssen, he was scared or Kunjo mind confused. First over 17 or 19 wides or whatever, but they trashed them and said, "You are not the power we think." Okay, Andamari. So Thug for Lord and Bavuma Captaincy, I don't understand. Okay, because both the teams got the pitch right. They said it will turn, and that's why they got two spinners, staffers. But why did you bowl out Maharaj within the 29th over? And then it was easy for India because you don't have a quality spinner. So Maharaj won for 30 of his spell, finished in the 29th over. When you know Iyer or batsman can be troubled by the short ball, why didn't you play Kotse? He's been clocking 140 or 145 throughout the competition, and you caught him Samsi. That was right, but you should have caught him instead of Nick E.T. or whatever.
Correct.
So two breaking points of bad captaincy choices by Bavuma.
I agree. So I think this is critical, right? You have got the opponents sort of changing tempo, which is what happened to India after the first 10 overs. Maharaj bowled beautifully, but then at some stage you have to start thinking, where are the weak links? You already know that Janssen was sort of hit all around. So had he held back Maharaj at around 7 overs, brought in like Janssen and a couple of others to fill in the next 6 to 8 overs, and then brought back Maharaj again. If, so let's say that Shreyas Iyer started to hit, you bring back Maharaj. And I think Kohli was also struggling with Maharaj, right? The way he was getting the ball right below the eye line, and then they had to sort of play it as coming in. And they had a really good strategy of how they were doing it. And just like bowlers are hunting in pairs, Shamsi could have been a lot more effective with bowling.
One thing they didn't do is bowl Samsi and Maharaj together.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. Had they would have gotten that opportunity had he held back. So I agree. That was actually bad. But either way, 83க்கு சத்தியமா இந்தியா தாண்டி இருப்பாங்க. So அதனால maybe
I know, but I'm saying when you are batting first and 94-2. 20 that second 10 overs, I think they scored 30 or 32.
Correct.
On the Sambarla, if you had got 2 more wickets, then it was 124 or 5 for 4.
Correct.
So the games will change.
Correct. Yeah, I think, see, that's the beauty of one day in some ways, which I think we are reminded why it has a chance of surviving, which I think in the commentary they explained as well, where even if you lose the first 10 overs where the team goes really hard, then you have a chance of pulling things back by just being smart captaincy and bowling well, which we saw. But what I also loved for India is they were tested. As much as it feels like we were not, that period between 10 overs to even 30, 32 overs, when Shreyas Iyer and Kohli had to really apply themselves, still be watchful before they can explode, was really good, right? So I think that was actually good from an Indian standpoint. But from a breaking point, I agree. The start that Rohit gave, and even Gill, who essentially set the tempo of scoring 10 overs 90, which could not be done. Then I also love how Jadeja, right, in the end, he did the flurry of and Sky as well. If not, we could have settled for like 280, 290, which I know would have been a good total in this ground. But as a batting side, when you chase 325 versus chasing 270, 280 is a different mindset. It's clearly where QDK could have started a little slow, or he could have played a little bit more watchful. Who knows?
No, no, QDK in the entire tournament has played very watchful in
Hmm.
his first 20 or 30 balls.
Hmm.
அதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் he tonks the ball.
Right.
So what you're saying is right. And Ponting also said if they scored 300, South Africa
Right.
no chance.
Correct.
Mm.
Correct. And here is where the reading of the pitch, right? I'm sure Virat and Iyer knew that 260, 270 is a good score, and yet they made sure that one of them was always going hard, right? After they played the watchful overs, Shreyas Iyer, he started going down the track and hitting the sixers, which you knew right away that things could be good. When Rahul came in, I know it was an off game for him. He could not get it done, but the
I
shot that
thought
he played.
no, no, no. I thought he wanted to impose
Correct, correct,
that template where Virat will play 50 overs.
correct,
All the other batsmen has to impose. That's
correct,
why what Rahul tried, and maybe he failed short, but
correct.
that was the game plan.
I mean, things happen. Rahul overall, right? I think the keeping, it doesn't look like a makeshift keeper at all. He has really stepped it up, and Suma, எங்க போனாலும் விட மாட்டேன்டான்னு சொல்லி பையன் is like, and all the catches have been just awesome. So I think that is a very critical spot for us. If you
Yeah.
look at the 11, you got a solid batsman at 5, and then he is the keeper, and it's good that he's at 5, right? ஏன்னா full 50 hours keep பண்ணிட்டு டே முட்டிலாம் வலிக்குதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு he doesn't have to open and come really early. So that's been good for India for sure. So yeah, I think it was just good. The only thing in my mind is 5 bowlers. After you pick them in the squad, what if they have an injury or if they have an off day? How will India handle? So you're,
If
let's say
they
that
have
some.
no, no, if they have the injury, the pacers, that is why they got in Prasid Krishna
இல்ல,
in
not
the
before the
replacement.
game. நான் சொல்றது வந்து during
In
you
the
picked
game.
everybody. So
That's why no, that's what Dravid said. We will play the
Virat,
wrong-footed in-swing bowler.
menace. Yeah. No, see, I think that it is there in the back of their minds, right? They
Yeah.
know that if something like that happens, Rohit Sharma has to come and bowl his off spinners, which he bowled what 10 years. Iyer has to start bowling, which, and you know that if that happens, somehow you can, based on either you have set a really large score
Yeah.
or you have done something. That's the only spot which is sort of worry scenario, not even the spot that sort of worries me. Or they really have to think about bringing in Ashwin instead of Sky. If you think your batting is really solid, then you bring in Ashwin is a decent bat in my opinion.
But
I know,
they will not. No, they will not change the template. Even for
I
the
get that,
normal
but
game, I don't want them to make any changes.
no, no, I agree. So that I also feel the same way, which I said in the previous game, right? They won't make any changes. But if you're one of the bowlers catches a niggle, right, and you are forcing them into the squad, then the backup strategy has to be how do you bring that all rounder instead of Sky, and that all rounder I don't want. நம்ம இன்னொருத்தன்
Thakur. No,
So,
very, very interesting point, which Trawad said, and Cheeky Chika picked up.
mm,
So they asked him, Dravid, why did you get in Krishna? Okay.
mm,
He said, if three bowlers get injured, we
mm,
need another placement.
mm,
Okay. So Chika said, அப்போ இத்தனாலும் அவன் Thakur is your pace bowling order you are saying இப்போ
mm.
he is not even consented as a paceman அந்த மாதிரி
Correct. Yeah. இது வந்து boycott had this comment about even Robin Singh. He's a very average bowler and he's a better bowler than batsman னு சொன்னான். Anyway,
So I think that was the breaking point, and then eight out of eight. I think it will be 9 out of 9 for sure.
mm,
If it doesn't rain, so that's a wrap for this episode. Please subscribe, share, and like, and meet you on the next episode. Bye.
bye.